Welcome back to Frontline News. I'm Sasha Lee Hamilton. It's now time for Frontline Business. Suppliers of alternatives to styrofoam products are calling for the government to review the import duty on the items. Gabriel Thompson has the details in this report.
Chief Executive Officer of Miracle Corporation, Richard Lee, says he and other suppliers are finding it difficult to keep prices low when the duty on non-styrofoam products is high. Mr. Lee was a guest on the latest episode of The Exchange, a Financial Gleaner and Jnn Business forum.
For foam soup containers, it's essentially paper with food-grade wax lining. So those are your alternatives. I know we were speaking about cost, which is really a significant part, I think, of this discussion for food operators. And the two compartment, for example, that would typically be roughly $9, roughly, for a two compartment. That same alternative in the bagasse containers, because the paperboard, you can't really section them, it's difficult.
And the gravy leaking out.
Exactly, is approximately $25. So that is, you're seeing that there's that gap. So typically what you can expect for food operators to have to do is to increase the cost of their lunches, I see, by approximately $15 to $20, and then they should cover the cost of the increase of their packaging. I think where the real problem lies is the replacement for the plastic bags. That is a big problem. And just to give a very quick example, the 18 by 22, which is your typical supermarket bag size, scandal bag, that was running average $1.30 Jamaican per bag. It's roughly $1,300 for 1,000, so it's cheap. The same exact size in paper is running easily at best $15. Now that is a significant increase, and I think that is the challenge where a lot of the food operators are having, is that is a bigger part, because to have to then pay an additional $14 for packaging to take away the food, also incorporating the increased cost of the lunch boxes.
And Mr. Lee says consumers should brace for higher prices if the government does not roll back the duty on alternative products.
Burden.
It was in some regards, because the cost of the alternatives are definitely significantly more costly. Okay, and as a very specific example, two of the more popular sizes in the lunchbox container business, which is commonly referred to as the curry goat box.
That's the the one with two sides?
No, that's a single one. It's in the shape of a rectangle. They call it a coffin.
The coffin box.
The coffin, exactly right. And the other side is the other size is the two compartment. Those are the two most popular sizes. So prior to the implementation, the cost of foam would be an average cost of approximately $7 up to maybe as high as $9 for the curry goat box, okay, plus tax. The alternative presently on the market for that exact size is at an average competitive price is $20 plus tax. So you're talking about approximately $13 more.
And that's significant.
Which is significant.
Because when you think about the...
Gabriel Thompson, Frontline Business.
The Energy Ministry has completed the Electric Mobility Strategic Framework. It will be used to develop the electric vehicle policy for the public transportation sector. Principal Director in the Energy Ministry, Fitzroy Vidal, made the disclosure on Friday at a round-table discussion on electric mobility in Jamaica. He noted that Cabinet in 2018 mandated the ministry to develop an electric vehicle policy in partnership with the Inter-American Development Bank and other stakeholders. Mr. Vidal says the next step in the process is the implementation of the framework, which will materialize shortly. In Monday's trading session, the JSE Combined Index advanced by 2,184 points to close at just under 500,000 units. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 78 stocks, of which 35 advanced, 32 declined, and 11 traded firm. The junior market index declined by 23 points to close at over 3,000 units. Stocks advanced for 1834 investments: Berger Paints Jamaica, Caribbean Cement, Caribbean Producers, and Carreras Limited. Stocks declined for 138 Student Living, Access Financial Services, Barita Investments, Blue Power Group, and Cargo Handlers Limited. Trading firm were 138 Student Living Variable Preference, Elite Diagnostic Limited, Everything Fresh, Indies Pharma Jamaica Limited, and JMMB Group 5.75%. Sagicor Select Funds Limited Financial was the volume leader with 17.5 million units, followed by Wigton Wind Farm Limited Ordinary Shares with 10.7 million units, and Sagicor Select Funds Limited Manufacturing and Distribution with 3.3 million units. Now for the foreign exchange. And news in oil. Crude prices dropped 3% to 3-month lows on Monday as the death toll from China's coronavirus grew and more businesses were forced to shut down, fueling expectations of slowing oil demand. Brent crude futures was down $1.77 at $58.92 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude futures fell $1.51 to $52.68 a barrel. And that's it for Frontline Business. I'm Sasha Lee Hamilton. Pleasant viewing.